Soul Sanctuary Mamas, hello and welcome back to another prenatal practice. So, this is my personal kind of first and second trimester. It can very much be third trimester as well. It's just that I'm not there yet. So, who knows how I might adapt it. But this is my personal kind of non-negotiable morning stretch. And this is outside of any other yoga practice I do. This is what I'm doing every morning for just around about 10-15 minutes or so. It's not long, but it's really lovely just to kind of like get into my body a little bit. And that's what I wanted to share with you. So, like I said, this is technically prenatal safe for all trimesters, but when I call it my personal practice, I can't quite say it's third trimester because I'm not there yet. Right, we're going to get started. We're going to get on into it. You don't really need anything. I've got a blanket here, but you don't really need anything. So I start in this kneeling position, close down the eyes, and just taking a few deep breaths. Just a little bit of that pelvic floor awareness. The release as I inhale, and that lift as I exhale. If you can't quite find that pelvic floor awareness, really just allowing yourself to breathe deep into the belly, noticing the diaphragm. And then dropping the chin down to the chest. And starting to take a few half neck rolls going each way. And then rounding the spine, reaching the hands towards the knees. And nice big releasing breath. And then lifting the chest. Opening the chin up, interlace the hands behind the back and open those shoulders. Take an inhale, reach the arms all the way up to the sky. And exhale, hands down through the heart space. Gentle twist here. So twisting feels great for me at the moment, but just a gentle twist, seeing how it feels. And then going the other way. And then releasing all the way back to center. Coming into an all fours position. So this is where I tend to do a little bit of just kind of core awareness. So rather than cat cows, and I might just pull my trousers down maybe so you can see my belly. So I'm going to inhale and just allow, I want to stay really nice and strong through my spine here. So I'm not just releasing and letting everything release, okay? But I do want to inhale and allow my belly just to open. And then as I exhale, hug baby towards the spine. Three more like that. Last one. Beautiful. And now giving yourself a little bit of freedom here in an all fours position, moving around, opening into maybe all of those tight, icky parts of the body. Got all tense maybe when you were sleeping last night. So always having fluidity and freedom in my self-practice. And then coming back to that all fours position, you're going to take the right foot away from you, push through that right foot. So ball of the right foot is down and you're pushing and getting that nice, lovely calf stretch on the right side. And then lifting the right foot, placing it on the diagonal across the left for that lovely QL stretch as you look around to the back foot. So your head is going over that left shoulder. Really being mindful here that you're not, again, just collapsing through your center, keeping that lift of baby towards spine as you breathe. Really nice. Keep that right foot away from you. We're going to open up to the side. So keeping the left knee down. Flat of the right foot is down. And then reach, inhale, right arm all the way over the head. Exhale, bring it down. Inhale, finding 5 circles here. And feel free to open it a little more into a little heart opener or shoulder opener if you wish to. And when you've done your 5th one, you're going to pick up this right foot and step that right foot to the top of the mat. Drop yourself down into either like a wide lunge or a lizard. Feeling all of that juicy hip sensation. And then we're going to keep the foot wide as we come back into a half Hanamanasa. Now I'll show you 2 variations. One I'm loving at the moment is having my back knee off and then taking my legs straight, pushing back. But obviously this requires both your hamstring and your calf and your hips to be pretty open. So you can do this lower down, inhale forwards, exhale for a wider leg half split. So you're going to go for 3 to 5 of these, finding the variation that feels good for you. And you can kind of hang around in each of them. And then from here, bending in that back leg. If you do have a block and you want to grab a block, then you can for underneath that left hand, reaching around and taking hold of that foot. Again, this is something that I don't feel like I need to massively deeply twist for. And as my bump is still quite small, I'm not needing to kind of like create too much space in the front. So really it is about just checking in with where you're at. Just because this works for me doesn't mean it's going to be perfect for you. And then releasing that foot all the way down, and then just shimmy right foot all the way back, and we'll go to the other side. So left foot goes out, pushing through those toes, feeling it through the left side calf. And then opening the left hip. Oh, actually, no, we're going to the QL. Sorry, I apologize. That left foot's going over across and your head's going over the right shoulder as you gaze towards that back foot. And now opening left hip as the back foot grounds down, finding those 5 arm circles. Last one. And stepping left foot to the outside of left hand, lowering those hips down, finding that little shimmy side to side, and then figuring out which variation you'd like to take, either coming up onto that back toe, lifting the back knee, or staying low. But shifting between this lunge and either the open half split or this kind of more open pyramid. And then last one here, coming all the way forwards, dropping that back knee down, bending in the back leg and reaching around to take hold of that foot if you can. Like I said, only if this feels like an available option to you. Really just finding a couple of nice deep breaths here. And releasing that back foot down, place both hands down, bring that left foot all the way back and tuck under the toes, fly the bottom up to your downward facing dog. Taking whatever movement here you wish to. Maybe it's just to drop into stillness. And then walking those hands all the way towards the back of the mat. Feet as wide as they need to be as you hang down here in a forward fold. And then slowly lifting up to the fingertips, place one hand on top of each knee as you push yourself all the way up to standing, and then shake out through the wrists. Reach them all the way up to the sky. Shake out through the feet. Make some sounds. Vocal vibration is so good for prenatal life. It's good for you and it's good for the baby. Take an inhale, reach the arms up. Exhale the hands down through the heart space. And there you have it. A very short and sweet morning wake up stretch. At this point, I then tend to put on some music and have a little boogie, but that's entirely up to you. Like I said, this is kind of outside of any other kind of longer yoga practice that I do, but this is just getting into my body every morning and it feels amazing. And I hope it does for you too. Lots of love. Bye-bye.